Final game before we get to the highest total of the week. The
Yes.
story in college football from last week, Marshall, Thundering Herd, massive win on the road at Notre Dame. They're back in action at Bowling Green. So they're back on the road. So is this an auto fade of Marshall off what is arguably one of its not it's arguably the biggest win in school history. It's certainly one of the biggest wins in its school's history. A program that's won a couple FCS national titles. 17 and a half, big number against Bowling Green, who's
17 now.
who's getting better. That was one of the
Yeah.
worst teams in college football a few years ago,
Yeah.
getting better. But man, what a tough bounce back here from this Marshall program. Can they cover 17 and a half at Bowling Green? Or out of principle, do you play Bowling Green? Thoughts?
Um, the autoplay is the dog. You
Mhm.
just the the boys at Circa put this thing up at 18, knowing we need to go get the dog money because it's a low profile game that became a little more interest handle maybe because of what Marshall did. Beating, do you say Notre Dame or did you just say that just for the show
I,
just now?
I said it in honor of Beano Cook. That was my little Beano Cook
He's the
ode to
best.
Beano right there. Notre Dame.
John Lucas wrote a great book called Haven't They Suffered Enough? It's literally written like in Beano's notes. Um, and John's become kind of a friend of mine, so you should go read that book. But I think the story from that game was really them and what a mess that is, like, and how to start. I don't know what to take away from Marshall laying a gigantic number on the road. I know they found the number. They put it over 17 and said, see if they take it. And they did. The line has nowhere to go but down, I think. So I think you can wait. Do you want to bet Marshall? Do you want to lay these points on the road if you bet this game?
I hate the situation. I just absolutely despise the situation for Marshall. But man,
Oh,
they controlled the lines at Notre Dame. That
yeah.
wasn't super fluky. They were
No.
just better up front against a group that people said, "Oh, Notre Dame's line, Notre Dame's line." So that's impressive. They're on their backup running back. Their starter is out here for an unspecified number of games due to some personal reasons. Rashawn Ali, who went for like 1,400 yards. So all Marshall did was plug in a Florida State transfer. My man takes it 31 times, goes for 140 some yards. He was excellent. Bowling Green again improving 9 and 25 against the number in their last 34 home games. So
9
again,
and 25. They're
yeah,
improving.
yeah, they're improving, but that's a bad mark. I mean, I don't know that I want any part of Marshall, but man, it also wouldn't surprise me if they go in and win by 21. If this keeps coming down, you might have to look at Marshall, but I think you're right. Bowling Green's the early week play if you're on it early.
52 or 52 and a half currently the total. Opener at some places were 54. So that initial bad guy play was under. Um, the handicap's pretty simple for me. I need to figure out how many points Bowling Green's going to score. Okay, around the total 52, all I need is 21. If Bowling Green can get 21, they can cover. If they can't, no shot. I'm I'm surprised this game made the rundown, but I'm not because I tried to slide one in on you. I thought maybe we'll talk about Pitt, Western Michigan. Did you see that line real quick? Did you see that one?
No.
Pitt minus 10
Mm.
at
Do, do,
Western Mich.
do they have a quarterback?
First question I asked, do they have a quarterback? I don't know. That's a little bonus play for you people
Western
before we
Michigan beat
get
them
to the
last
highest
year
total of
too.
the week. Western
Yeah.
Michigan plus the points.
No,
No
Marshall.
play.
Marshall made the rundown just because it fit. I thought each of those games that we talked about has a massive story in terms of situation. So really, it was like an
Right.
overall question to you: is what do you see, or how do you handle those when there's a significant storyline, situational spot like that that makes you say Marshall's by far the better team, but that's a really tough emotional spot for these guys 2 weeks in a row on the road off one of the biggest wins in program history to bounce back. So they were kind of the key example there. But all those games I thought we talked about this week fit a narrative like that.
You want to talk about a storyline or a story? How about Iowa laying 23 points coming off a loss again where they only scored 7? Come on, can't be serious.
This Iowa offense, man, averaging 3 yards per pass attempt. 3 yards per pass attempt. They blocked 2 punts last week against Iowa State and didn't win.
Listen, these people must be listening to the show right now. The total is moving. It's 6:20 in the morning in Las Vegas. And 3 books just moved the total of the Nevada-Iowa game down to 39 from 39.5 right now. They walked into work. This is a Tuesday thing, right? The guys walk into work and say, all right, I don't know who put this number up, but it's not low enough. Put a number where we're going to get an overbet. I can't believe it. They're playing Nevada. They're 23-point favorites, and the total is down to 39.
This is one that, I mean, Nevada's not, they're going to score on Nevada, aren't they? What's Nevada going to do? What's Nevada's team total? Give me Nevada team total under. Unless it's 1, I might take Nevada team total under.
I was going to say 6, 2 field goals.
Yeah, 6.5.
Maybe.
Yeah, under.
Are they going to score a touchdown? I mean, I don't know. Iowa scored 7 with 2 field goals or 2 safeties and a field goal 2 weeks ago.
Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, click on another video right here on the screen. And if you really liked it, consider subscribing below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.